Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay, just I'll do just the mic check once. Okay, so let me know, guys, if everyone is able to hear me properly. If you're able to hear my voice, just give me a yes in the chat box.
Yes, we are able to hear you.
Okay. Oh, great. Great. Right. So I can still see Amar, a lot of people joining, and we can still expect a lot of people. So shall we start or shall we wait for a couple of more minutes?
You can start now.
I can start. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, right. Okay, yesterday, as we saw, I mean, as we learned yesterday, we tried to build a strong base, when it comes to digital marketing. So today we will be starting with completely a new topic. I thought that I can start with the terminologies that we use. So then again, I thought that terminologies is best used in SEM, that is Google Ads, right? So we can cover the whole terminologies when we are doing the topic Google Ads. Google Ads in itself is a very important topic, right? So very important topic. So when we are doing that, we'll cover the terminology. So today we are going to start with the topic, which according to me is the most important topic in digital marketing, because without this, there would be no digital marketing at all, right? So we will be doing that topic, and that topic is content marketing. So we will start with content marketing. Here we'll be learning how we can create different types of content using different tools, right? Even if you are not a creative writer, wherein you can sit and write 1,000 words blog by yourself, even if you're not that, but still you can just how you can look at your competition, like, competition's work, understand your competition's work, and then you can create your own content using different artificial intelligence tools that we have present today. Okay, step by step we're going to go, and people with laptop, you can go along with me when we are creating those content, right? So let's just understand the basics of content marketing first, and then we will move on to creation of content, right? So I will share the screen now. Okay, so I am sharing the screen, right? So this is content marketing, right? So content marketing. So this is how our process is going to be when we are learning content marketing. We are going to learn what is content marketing. Then, as always, why content is important. Before starting any module, we're going to start with this: why content is really important, or why that particular module is very important. Then we're going to learn different types of content: text content, image content, video content. Stage two, we're going to learn about heart of the content. So this is very important for us, right? So when you're creating any content, I mean, the most important part of your body, especially in decision making, is your heart, right? So no matter what your mind says, right? So at the end, the majority of the people are going to listen to the heart. The heart is going to win. Just like that, heart of the content. So what exactly is the heart of the content, and why do we need to concentrate on that? We will learn that as well. In stage three, again, we are going to learn major portions of content building, how we actually build content, different text, image, and video, as well, major portions of process involved in that, how the content flow should be when you actually write the content, how the content flow should be. And in stage four, we are going to go for graphic designing and then video creation, right? So first is going to be text content, and then your in image content, we're going to learn graphic designing, which tool we can actually use to create beautiful graphic design images by ourselves. And then we're going to see about the tools as well, which is going to help us with video marketing as well. Okay, great. So now the first stage, the first process in the first stage, right? So what is content marketing, right? So if someone asks you what exactly is content marketing, uh, as you can see here, right? So this is a few words here are very important. So it's very important for you to understand a few words. Okay, a type of marketing that involves creation and sharing of online material. Okay, these are the words when you're communicating, when you're answering a question regarding something in an interview, right? So there are a few words which you should use which will actually make you look smart, right? So people will understand, okay, this person really knows something about this. So creation and sharing of online material, such as videos, blogs, social media posts. Okay, that does not. Okay, so what's the chat? Yes, marketing strategy is to attract, engage, and retain an audience by creating and sharing relevant articles, videos. Exactly, right? So as I said, there can be a lot of definitions about any modules, right? There can be a lot of definitions, but if you are able to put that in your own words, okay, there is nothing better than that, right? So here, there is something that I have tried to put in my own words using a few, of the definitions, or and putting my experience also in place, right? So type of marketing that involves the creation and sharing of online material that does not explicitly promote a brand but is intended to simulate interest in its products or services, right? So it's not explicitly, yes, it is to promote a brand, but it is not only done to promote a brand, okay, but also to gather interest, okay, gather more interest in its products or services. Or you can put it at in as is a strategy approach. So you can use any kind of definitions unless and until you understand it, you are able to communicate it with your peers, then there is no issue with that, right? So all these definitions means the same thing, okay, which is creating and sharing of content, okay, so of material of different type of contents that we are creating in order to promote your products and services. So in simple words, that is content marketing. Again, there are a few other things associated with it. So those are in these definitions. You can read and you can understand this, right? So as I said, definition, as I've been repeating from the first class, definition is fine if you know that. If you can, bring it out, that's fine. But if you're able to understand, explain it in your own words, that is much better. Okay. So this again, the presentations will be shared with you, so you can have a look at it later as well. Right. So this is a very important slide for us. This is what we need to understand. Why is content important? So why do we actually need content? Okay, a few points here. If someone asks you if you are stressing on creating a lot of content, if you're stressing to your client saying that we need to create a lot of creative content, and if he says that why do you need so much of content? So um, Nikita is requesting remote control of your screen. No, why is this? I'm not sure. Is this someone from ExcelR, Nikita? Is this someone from ExcelR by any chance? I hope not. Okay, great. Decline, right? So why is content important? So we need to understand that. So let's understand a few important points, right? Builds brands awareness. So we understood that in when we were learning about different channels, right? So content helps us to build brand awareness. So that is why we create different creative contents, right? So helps build links. Yes, this is also very important. This building links, we are going to learn in depth in SEO. How do we build a lot of links and how important links is? And without content, we cannot build links, right? So for example, I will take you to let's say a blog here. Okay, so I am reading. I want to read about health tips, right? So without this content, within this content, as you can see, within this particular content, within this blog, okay, so I'm not only writing about a particular content, I'm not only sharing particular content, but also I am linking a lot of different content within these content. Okay, so if I, okay, this is just a PDF file. So okay, so WH, okay, let's go with this. Okay, so you can also, along with me, if you have a laptop, open any blog and check for it, whatever we are checking here, right? So as you can see, this is the content that has been built, right? So this is the blog content. And within this blog content, as you can see, there are so many links. As you can see, high in fat, okay, high in fat. And if you are coming down here, as you can see, refined grains is there. So if I just click on this, Okay, if I just click on this, a completely new blog opens up. Okay, there is a completely new blog. Now we are talking about links. So here is a question for you. Okay, how many types of links are there? How many types of links? How many different types of links are there? Anyone? When we are creating a content, let's say blog content, how many types of links then we can we create in that particular blog? Two. Okay. So what are the different types of links? Name the links as well. Hyperlink. Hyperlink. Okay. So what's that hyperlink? Yes, all these are hyperlinks. But what are those links called? HTTP, HTTPS. Yes, one you say backlink, someone say backlinks. Okay. Okay, someone else says internal link. Very good. Internal link. What else is there? Backlink, internal link. Okay. External links. Okay. External links. Right. Broken links, no. Broken links are something where the link is broken. So when you click on that, you won't find any page there. So when the link is broken, then it is called broken link. So we don't create broken link. Okay, great. So there are basically three type of links that we create. Okay, three type of links that we create. One is internal link, the other one is external link, and the other one is backlink. External link are also known as, please write these down, guys, outbound links. So any whatever is there in the presentation, you get to know whatever is not there in the presentation. I'm writing it down here. So make sure whatever I write on the notepad, okay, you please jot it down. Okay, so that you can refer it for later. Okay, so outbound link, so external link or okay, or external links or outbound links, right? So these are the different type of links that are there. So now what is an internal link? Can someone tell me what is internal link? What is internal link? Anyone? Direct link? No. Within a page? No, not within a page. You're almost there, Mohammed. Not within a page. Exactly, within a website. Okay, when we link different pages, okay, so if you can see this particular blog, right, so in this particular blog there is a link here, as you can see, high in fat. Okay, so if I click on this link, if I open this link, I can see that one more page of this particular on this website is opening up. Okay, so this website, as you can see, healthline.com here. So Healthline, this is also healthline.com. So from within a website, when you link from one page to another, that is known as internal link. So obviously, this also should be self-explanatory. External links. So what is this? What is external link? Another web page, right? So external link means when you are linking, so whatever links you have provided in your blog, when someone opens that link, okay, I'm not sure whether any external links is here. Let's see any external links. So all of them looks like the same internal links. Okay, great. So as you can see, 25 here. Okay, so as you can see, this is another website, different website. 25 here, they have linked to completely different website, right? So here I will take open the page in new tab. As you can see, this is a completely different website. So this is something known as outbound link or an external link. When we link something, why these links are important? Again, in SEO, we will understand why these links are important. So these are external links from one website to another website. From when I link any links in my page, when I create a link in my website page in my content, which takes me to another website, that is known as a external link. So now the most important link of it all, backlinks. So what are these backlinks? What is backlinks, guys? Okay, so what can't you understand? What can't you understand? Oppo A3 default upload links. No, backlinks are not. So and again, I will explain. Internal links are something, the links that you provide here. How do you create links? Again, website development, when we are doing, we will see that. Okay, so as you can see, when you're reading a blog, there will be some like content there with a different color. Okay, so as you can see in this, there is a different color here. Heart health is of a different color, right? So this is something known as a link. So when we are creating content, we will link this particular change in color here. So this can be, so this link, there are different types of links that we can create. One is internal link. Internal link means this is your website. Okay, in this website, you will have multiple pages in your website. So when you create internal links, it means that if I click on this link, okay, if I open this link, okay, I will be in the same website. Okay, as you can see, web website, but in a different page in that particular website. So that is an internal link. Okay, that's an internal. External means when I click on a particular link, like as you can see 19 here, if I click on this particular link, when any link is provided in the content, so when I click on that particular link, I will go to a completely external website. See, this is not helpline.com, this is like PubMed or something like that, right? So it is a completely different website. That is known as an external link or an outbound link, right? Now we are coming to backlinks. So I've got a few answers here. Backlinks. So let's see what are the given promises links from some other website to that web source. Okay, okay. So backlinks are exactly opposite. Exactly, guys, right? So incoming hyperlink from web page to another website. Yes. So external link is something when we click, we go to another website. But backlink is something when someone else comes to our website. Okay, when someone else comes to our website from a link which is there for in another website, right? So our website, let's say our website is ABC website, and people are coming to our website through a link just like this. Okay, through a link which is there in XYZ website. Okay, from another website, when someone comes to our website, that is known as a backlink. So we provide a backlink in that website. Okay, that I mean, we don't put that, we get in touch with the people, we negotiate, maybe we pay something, or just through goodwill, we tell him that we will provide some link, his pages, his website link in our website, and he will provide some links in his website. So that kind of collaboration we will make with each other, and then we will create links, right? So whenever someone is coming to my website from any other website, so that is known as a backlink for me, right? So these are three types of links that are there. Okay. Oh yes, someone has raised their hand, I know, but I'm not sure why. Okay, great. Right, so what is breaking? Yes. Okay, great. So those are links, right? So these are the three type of links and important links that you should understand if someone asks you about links. Okay. Now coming to the part, right? So as you can see, why content is important. So if you create good content, you can build a lot of links, internal links, external links, as well as backlinks. If you're creating good content, then a lot of people, a lot of websites will come to you asking you to give backlinks, are providing you backlinks, so that people will be able to come to your website through other websites. Okay. So that is one thing why content is important. It helps you build a lot of links. Okay. Great for digital marketing solutions. Again, this is self-explanatory. We have already seen that in the channel, different channels. Text content is evergreen. So although I know nowadays you guys might feel that, okay, maybe video content is really good. Video content is taking over the market. A lot of people are doing video content, right? So it's true. But still, over the years, for the past 30 years, since digital marketing has been here, right? So text has been evergreen. So that's why, I mean, it might be blogs, articles, or it might be in your Google ads that you write about, in a search ad that you do, or that you write a lot of text. So wherever you write content is always going to be evergreen. Till now, no matter how much social media has grown because of all these videos and stuff, right? But still, when people want to buy something, they always go and search in Google. Okay, if they have decided to buy, or if they want to review before buying, if they want to review and see about the products and learn about the products and everything, they will still go to Google, and then they will purchase it, right? So they will search there, and whenever whatever you have uploaded in Google, it's all about text content, especially in Google. Okay, so text content is evergreen. Please remember that. Always, like, concentrate on text content as well, not just on videos and images. Content, why content is important? Again, it helps you to educate your audience, right? So this is also very important when you want to pass on the information, educate your audience. This is also very important. Text content, right? So strengthens your bond with your customers. Again, this we covered it in our digital marketing channels, right? So it content, like, builds helps you build a greater bond actually with your customers as well. Okay, and the last is generates leads. The most important, without content it is impossible for you to generate leads, right? Without great content, not just content, without great content. Okay, difference between backlink and external link. External link is link going from your website to other website, and backlink is the link coming from other website to your website, right? So how to create blog? Yes, we will study that. We will next, we are going to come to that, how to write a wonderful and remember when you are actually writing a blog. Okay, so those things we want to cover that as well. Okay, great. So Karthik asked me difference between backlink and external link. I'm sure that it's understood now. Like we have seen yesterday, Amazon, is that backlink? No, that is an external link, a link going from your website to Amazon website. If a link is coming from Amazon website to your website, if people are clicking something on Amazon website and they are coming to your website, that is known as a backlink for you. Okay, you have provided backlink there. That's why people are coming to your website from that website, right? So that is a backlink. See, external link is you going to someone else's place, and backlink is that person coming to your place from his house. Okay, so understand it like this in simple way. Okay, external link is me going from my house to my friend's house, and backlink is my friend coming from his house to my house. Okay, simple, so you can understand. Great, right? So generate leads for your business. Again, without content, it will be very difficult for us to generate lead. Right? So now there are three type of contents, major types of content, right? Text content, image content, and video content. So I need not tell you people about what text content is, image content is, video content is. So text content, whenever we use words to create content, that is known as a text content. Whenever we use static images, so that's an image content. So image content, again, we can do a lot of things, like, banners, infographics, like, postcards, invitations. So a lot of image contents we can create. And video content, obviously we all know what exactly video content is, right? So now let's understand the important things that is there. Yes, keywords are used in text content, exactly, right? So in SEO we will see where you use keywords, how you use keywords, how you research for keywords as well, right? So now coming to the part of text content, right? So how text content is created, and first let's just understand the heart of the content, and then we will move on to creation of content, right? So heart of the content, so whenever you are creating any content, if you are creating, remember these things. Heart of the content, it might be text, image, video, content. If you remember these three things in your content, then your content is surely going to work. Okay, it is surely going to work, and the chances of failure will be very less. Okay, so try to understand the heart of the content here. And first one is value. Okay, it is all about adding value to your users. Okay, so what do I mean by value? For example, if I search for something online, okay, like this, I have kept and I have typed in health tips here. I am a user now. Okay, I am a user and I have typed in health tips. Okay, so here if I type in and if I click on enter, so I will get certain results here. Okay, so I will get certain results here. So yesterday I saw that heart of the content. So mean by heart of the content is like just like what makes content work. Okay, without these information, okay, content is nothing. So that is what I mean by heart of the content. So if you remove the heart from an individual, will the individual be able to live? No, right? Right, so you can remove probably one kidney, you can remove a part of the liver, anything, a person will be able to live, breathe at least, I mean, for some time. But if you remove the heart, the person won't be able to survive. So exactly like that, this is the heart of the content. So what I'm explaining now, so if you remove this from the content, content is nothing. So you should always add these things to the content. So first thing is value here. Okay, as we saw, first thing is value. So what is value? As I was saying, when I type in something here, health tips, and I press enter, I will get certain results here. Okay, organic results, paid results, we already covered that as well. So as you can see, these are the top 10 ranked pages or the content that is showing to me, top 10 ranked for this particular keyword. Now, as a content creator, let's say I'm ranking here. Okay, I'm ranking number 2 here. This is number 1 and this is number 2 on SEO, that is search engine. I'm ranking number 2 here, right? A person coming here is able to see my content, but here in my title, okay, here in my title, this is my title and this is my description. Okay, this is my title and this is my description. The first one is the title, the second one here is the description. So in my title and description, if I am not able to add value, okay, value to the customer, value to the user, he will not click on my content. So why am I working so hard on SEO so that I rank in the first page in the first 10 results? Why am I working so hard? Is because I want to rank in the first page. So when I rank in the first page, I should make sure I add some value here. Then only the person is going to click here. Health tips. If I don't add any value here, for example, here 27 health nutrition tips are actually evidence based. Okay, this is adding value to me because here he has written 27 health and nutrition tips. There are a lot of tips he's giving out and he's also telling me it is evidence based. Okay, so what will I get to know? I will start trusting this person here. I will say that, okay, fine, there is some value added to this. So I will open this and see what this content is actually about. Okay, so that is very important, just like in images as well. Okay, images as well and videos as well. Have you seen, guys? Tell me one thing, answer with yes or no about this. When we see videos now on YouTube and everyone, people are storytelling and everything, right? So when we before let's say a video is about 5 minutes long, for example, right? So at the start of the video, what they do is they add something of a value. What they add is, in between the video there will be some value added content there in between the video, where let's say that a person is beating up another individual. Let's say a rich person is beating up a poor individual, right? So because he did something, so that is a kind of suspense value. So what they do is that 10 seconds they add at the start of the video. Okay, so when the video starts, when we start the video, right, so we capture, exactly, capturing attention. So we see that 10 seconds video and we say that, okay fine, I want to see the scene, what happens next, right? So then after 10 seconds the actual video starts. Okay, yes, bit of a climax, exactly. So once that starts, then after in between somewhere again that scene will be there. So what they are doing is they are making me watch the complete video by adding value at the start, right? So exactly, this is very important to understand, no matter what content you are creating. Okay, text, image or video, if you don't add value, the person is not going to click, or is not going to watch your video. Okay, so this is adding value. I hope everyone understood what a value is. In text content, you can add value in the heading and the description, where a person sees and he can click on it. In image content, again, the images that you create, images that you see on Facebook, right? If a value is added there through text, okay, if a value is added, yes, in thumbnails, in trailers, like short trailers, they are adding value there at the start so that people will be able to see the whole video, right? So in images also they add value through words, right? So in images also they will write, let's say it's a discount sale or anything, right? So if a person finds that there is some value there, for example, let's just look at some infographics, okay? So let's say infographics. So I will just look at some infographics example. Let's see how they are adding the value here, so that the person will click on that image and it will directly take them. Okay, so as you can see, right, this person is writing about the facts of leaks here, okay? The facts of leaks in your washroom, bathroom, right? So what are the leaks? If you like, sometimes what we do is we leave the tap on, or like, even if the tap is broken, even if like, a few drops are going, we just ignore that a lot of times. So it's just trying to tell, if you leave that, like, if you combine that over a period of time, how much water are you wasting, and all those things he's trying to say. So this actually excites me. This is that not a lot of information is there, but he has a blog. So see, as you can see, facts of leaks, this individual, if I open in the Liu tab here, so here, as you can see, this is again a page and a blog that is written here. So what I want is people to click on this infographic and come to my website. So in digital marketing is all about getting people to your website or your landing page. Okay, it's all about getting people to your website and your landing page. Okay, so here also through an image, what you want them to come to your landing page here, your website. So what are you going to do? You are going to add value here, right? So you're going to add value here in your infographics. So in short, he has written such good things. So what it does is, I would want to know more about this. So when I want to know more about this, I will just click on this and I will come to that particular page, landing page, or that particular website. So again, other infographics, you can see that, as you can see here, how to make infographics in 5 steps. Okay, just a brief introduction, brief explanation this individual has given. Let's see, let's open this. I just clicked on this, open this in a new tab. Okay, so as you can see here, he will have a detailed blog here. Okay, so as you can see here, he has a detailed blog about it, right? So this is the trick and trade of digital marketing, wherein you create text content, you create image content, you create video content. Okay, so why do you create these content? In order to get people to your website. Okay, in order to get people to your website, you create these contents. And when you are creating content, you should never forget heart of the content, that is, first add value, then only you are going to get the clicks. Now the next is, that is, emotions. Okay, once he clicks, okay, this is very important, once he clicks on your blog, for example, okay, so let's say this is your blog. Once he clicks on this particular blog and he comes to your blog, you have to make sure he stays on this blog for a longer period of time. Okay, if he comes here and he says that, okay, this is not interesting, whatever is written is not good, it is not structured properly, right? So this blog doesn't look nice, and if he just closes the blog, then it's of no use. It is counted as a bounce rate. Okay, Google counts it as a bounce rate. So when your bounce rate increases, okay, remember this, very important, when your bounce rate increases, okay, your ranking here decreases, so that next time whenever someone searches for health tips, your blog won't be shown here. So your bounce rate, you have to make sure your bounce rate is something, okay, when someone comes to your website and he just scrolls, he just looks at it and he exits the website without taking an action, any action, without clicking on any link or going to any other page, right? So without giving any information, whatever it is, without taking any action, if a person goes out of the website, then it is known as a bounce rate. So if a bounce rate increases, then your ranking directly decreases. Okay, so that's why you have to make sure that you add emotion to your content. Okay, write the content. Emotion doesn't mean crying kind of a thing. No, emotion means trying keeping people engaged. Okay, keeping people engaged for a longer period of time. Okay, so if I come to this website, right, so I have to if I come to this website, then I have to make sure that my customer, he not only reads the whole blog, okay, but also make sure that he clicks on the links that I have provided. So I need to structure my blog in that way. So we'll understand that in the next part, how do we structure the blog as well, right? So I have to structure it in that in a certain way, so that that individual is going to stay in my blog, in my website for a longer period of time. So that's why writing it in a way which, like, which emotionally calls out the user to connect with that content. So you have to add that as well. And the last part is trust. So what is the trust factor you can actually add in your blogs, for example? Trust factor, how can you make okay, Syed, like, must have view on video when one views video for more than 30 seconds. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. How can you add trust? Yeah, we assure you that, okay, like these some, okay, genuine info. Okay, genuine info. What do you mean by genuine info? By giving proof evidences. Okay, what proof evidences? Some real life story. Okay, will give best services. Okay, right. So anything else, guys? What kind of evidences, certificates, real life example, provide sources? Okay, great. Guarantee 100%. Okay, great. New one, checked, thorough, honest assurance, right? So trust is created again. Trust can be many things, as you people said. Okay, it involves each and everything. I mean, almost everything that you people are saying here, right? You need to be honest. Yes, that is one thing. You need to provide proof. If you are talking about certain fact, okay, if you are saying that according to our research, okay, according to our research, then this is what the finding is. So if your research has some other like, assurance, like you have taken data from somewhere, it's very important you provide that data as well, and that link of another website as well, right? So this is how you build trust. And you also provide, again, the many things, again, provide the like, details of social proof. Okay, social proof means how many followers you have on Facebook, like, in social media, how many engagements are you getting on social media, right? So what is this 30 days Python learning challenge? Not sure. Okay, right. Okay, great. So providing proof of the social media engagement, right? And providing the reviews, what people have reviewed about you, positive reviews, whatever it is, people are talking about you, providing that in your content. Okay, slowly what this will do is, this will actually make that individual trust you. So in this content that you're creating, and when it comes to emotions as well, right? So emotions, I said, when it comes to video content, after that initial value content that you add in the complete video, if you have a 5 minutes video, right? So even in the first 1 minute, 2 minutes, if you're not adding that emotion part, if a person is not able to connect, he will exit that video, right? So you need to add emotion in that 4 5, like, minutes that you do, and add the trust part there as well, right? So these are the three things, especially if you want to like, create good content. If you want to create good content and you want a lot of people to come and, like, like your content and become loyal, like, user of yours. Okay, anything you're selling, anything you're creating, if you want them to be a loyal user of yours, then it is very important that you add this. Okay, right? So value, emotion, trust to your content. If you add these three things, you can be rest assured that your content is going to be a complete success, right? So this is the heart of the content, right? So next, let us try. Okay, let us try to understand major portions in content building. If you want to build a text content, right, or any content in that matter, but we will have we will understand the process of creating a text content now. Okay, so if you are in your laptop and everything, so along with me, you also, like, go to the tools that I'm showing, just see what's happening and everything, right? So you also just try to research yourself along with listening to what I'm doing as well, right? So here, just give me a second. Right. So as you can see, the first portion in content building is content curation. Okay, curation. So what is content curation? Okay, content curation and content writing are the same thing. Okay, when you are a writer, when you, let's say, you say that I have a creative gift wherein I can write pages of content where I don't have any, like, problem in creating text content at all. But there will be a lot of people, right? So there will be a lot of people who won't be as gifted as that one individual, but still they would want to go and write content, create different types of content, they create, like, content what they are really passionate about, right? So there will be a lot of people like that. So for them, they can actually learn this wonderful process wherein we can use a lot of different tools to actually create the content. So what we'll understand is, we will understand the major portions in content building. Okay, major portions in content building. Then we will understand the blog structure, how the blog structure should be exactly. So once we have understand these two things, then we will actually create a blog. Okay, then we will actually create one blog together. Okay, so first one here is content curation, right? So when you are not comfortable in writing, okay, in like, writing on your own the whole content, then what you do is you curate content. So curate content is nothing but collecting content, okay, from other websites who are writing about the same content that you would want to write. I'm not saying that you will copy and you will use the same thing in your website. No, if you do that, Google is going to penalize you. That is known as plagiarism. Okay, so you're gonna just curate the content. So how do we curate the content? Okay, let's look at it, right? So this is again a website. Let's say that I want to write about health tips here, right? So I want to write about health tips, but I don't have any idea. I don't have any kind of idea about like, how to write content for this. But I have a website. I know how to run a website. I know how to promote a website, but I don't know how to create content, right? So and I don't want to pay someone to write content on their own, right? Content curation means write content, right? So content curation, yes, you can write your content on your own, or you can curate the content. Both are the same thing, right? So I will just open a new Word document. Okay, here I want to write about, let's say, uh, I want to write about, so that we will learn next website. How to create a website, we will learn next. Okay, so first we'll finish up with content module, and then we will go to website module. Okay, so I want to write about top 10 health, or just I'll just write about top 5 here. Top 5 like, health tips. Just I want to write about this topic. So this is my topic, but I don't have any idea how to write about it, what words to use. So then what I'll do is I will curate content from other topics which are there. But whatever I curate here, okay, whatever I curate here, I'm not going to use it in my website directly. No, then Google is going to plagiarize me. It's going to say you have copied the content. You cannot do that, right? So, but still, again, there are a lot of process there, tools that we can use to create content for original content from this itself. Okay, now I will go back here. This I have used start. Okay, great. So here I'm going to use this one. So let's say 20 sentences that are actually evidence based. So I will just use this first paragraph. as the first point here. Okay, so I will use this first paragraph. I'll just copy this first paragraph. Great. So after this, I need 5 points, right? So I will open up multiple websites. So as you can see, I will open up multiple websites. I'll not just use one website. So I will use multiple websites. I will use multiple points, whichever I feel is good for my topic. I will use that. Let's say I want to write about, okay, the first point, that is limit sugary drinks. Okay, so I will copy this, for example. Okay, limit sugary drinks, and I will go here and I will use this one. Okay, so here I will copy this as well, right? So I will remove these sources. I don't want these sources, for example. Okay, so I will remove that. I just want content as of now. Okay, so if you have a laptop also, do this. Open up the blog that you actually want to write. Okay, and you are passionate about, and open other people who have written about the same thing, right? So here again I will go to another blog here and say that nuts, about the nuts. Okay, this is about the nuts. So health tips, I will open one more blog. Okay, 8 tips for healthy eating. Okay, so I will open this as well. Here I will just select one more thing. Let's select something smaller. Okay, get enough sleep. So I will use this as well. Okay, get enough sleep. Here I will add this content as well. Okay, and one more content I will copy. Obviously, I will not copy all 5. Again, it will take a lot longer than you expect. Yes. Now I will delete these sources. I will delete this different sources. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So these are the 2 points. I will just take one more point for one more block. 8 tips are there for healthy living. Okay. Okay. Let's say eat lots of fruits and veg. So I want to use this point as well. Okay. So I will use this particular point. Great. So that point is also used. So these 3 points I have curated. Okay. So the first part is done, that is content curation, where I have curated content from different websites of different points. Obviously, I cannot use this. If I use this content, then again, Google will completely penalize me. It won't rank me at all. Okay. So that's the first part, content curation. Now, the next point comes here, and that is content spinning and building. So whatever content you have created, okay, whatever content you have created, you will spin and build that content. So we will see how. Okay, you will spin and build the content. As I said, if you copy this content as it is, then Google is going to penalize you. Now we will see whether Google will recognize this as copied content or no. Okay, so now we will go to a tool. Okay, a tool which is known as, write this down, small SEO tools.com. Okay, small SEO tools.com. Right, so I will just write this down here, so you can also write this down, small SEO tools.com. Okay, small SEO tools.com. So we will go to this website here, small SEO tools.com. I will click on enter. I will open this website. So it's a completely free website. Yes. What is finalize? Okay, so I didn't understand this. Finalize, right? So in this small SEO tools.com, there is something known as plagiarism checker here. As you can see, guys, plagiarism checker. So I will just click on this plagiarism checker. As you can see, plagiarism checker. Finalize. I didn't say finalize. Sorry, I didn't say finalize. It is content spinning and building. content curation. Now we are going to spin and build the content from the content that we have curated. Okay, so here spinning and building. Plagiarism checker, here I am going to check for plagiarism here. Okay, so whatever content that I have copied here, I'll just take one paragraph here. I will just put it here, and I will ask Google SEO tools to check for plagiarism here, not a robot, and check for plagiarism. So if you just wait for a few seconds, it will give you the results. So as you can see on the left hand bottom side here, right? Okay, left hand bottom side here. On top, it is showing that 75% plagiarized, okay, 75, and only 25% unique. Okay, so in order for your content to rank, okay, our most important part is we want to rank here. Okay, if Google penalize, we won't rank, and then all our SEO efforts, blog efforts, everything is for waste, right? So in order to rank here, your content should at least be 80% unique. Okay, it should at least be 80% unique. So what we do here is, so this content is completely plagiarized, whatever we have used, so we cannot use it as it is. So what we will do is we will spin and build this content. Okay, so we will spin and build this content in another way, right? So for that we will use one more tool. Okay, for this just one paragraph we will do it. Okay, we will not do it for all 4 points now. What we will do is we will understand content spinning and building the other points here. Then we will understand the exact blog structure, how your blog should be, how you should actually structure your blog. Then we will go and create a proper blog using this process and the blog structure for all those 3-4 points that we curated. Okay, then it will be much easier for you to create it, right? So what I'll do is I'll just copy this, whatever is I've checked for plagiarism. There is one more tool which is known as Quillbot. There are thousands of tools which allows you to do this. These are just a few tools that I'm showing. You can go online and check for tools for check for plagiarism tool or anything like that. You can just type in. You will get thousands of tools. So whichever tools you're comfortable in, you can check and you can do that. So these are the two tools that I am comfortable with. So this is what I am using and I am showing. Now here, this is something known as Quillbot is something known as a paraphrasing tool. Okay, what is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is nothing but phrasing your paragraph. Okay, phrasing whatever single one paragraph is there, phrasing that paragraph in a completely different way. Okay, but keeping that particular meaning intact. Okay, so for example, like I am going to watch a movie tonight or something like that, right? Or saying that again phrasing that in a completely different way. For example, a movie is going to be watched by XYZ tonight or something like that, right? So you understand what paraphrasing is. We studied that in school, wherein we will phrase that in a different way, but the meaning will be the same. Okay, we will see that. Now here I will paraphrase this content that I had. I am going to go and I'm going to paraphrase it. So I'm going to just paste the content, whatever the content, right? Plagiarism step. Plagiarism again simple. Go to SEOtools.com. Okay, this is SEO tools, small SEOtools.com. Okay, small SEOtools.com. Your plagiarism checker is there. So just click on that. First thing you will get. Click on the plagiarism checker. So again, here in the plagiarism checker, you will have copy and paste here. Just paste your content here and then click on I'm not robot. Just select this captcha and then check plagiarism and you will be able to see that, right? So here in paraphrasing tool, I have pasted it here and now I will paraphrase it. Okay, so as you can see here, it is easy to get confused when it comes to health and nutrition, right? So here it is showing as when it comes to nutrition and health, it's simple to become perplexed, right? So it is the same meaning, but it is paraphrased. But if you want to change a few things, saying that this is perplexed is a very complex word. So I want to rephrase it or put any other word here on its place, then you can put it there. So simple, again, you want to change this word, it's simple, you want to just make it easy itself, then you can change it, right? So just like that you can change it. Now it has completely paraphrased this particular thing. Because plagiarism, if you don't check that, if it's the content is not unique, the content should be at least 80% unique. Okay, if the content is not 80% unique, then Google is not going to rank your blog. Understood? Yes. So you paraphrased it and then again you checked it in plagiarism. Is it showing 100% unique? Is that the process you use? Someone just use that? Yes. Just follow this process and it shows 100% unique. Yes. Okay. Great. Great. So again, you paraphrase it. Again, if you go and check it in plagiarism here, you will be able to see the uniqueness in the content, right? So a lot of bloggers do this. I mean, this is the process now, wherein it's not actually copying, but at the same time, you need to study, you need to read properly. If the paraphrasing, everything is right, wrong. Again, in paraphrasing, a lot of errors will be there, right? So that's also an important thing that you need to do. Okay. Yes, it will not. Yes, exactly. If you just copy the content of others and if you just paste it, then Google will not accept it. Okay. Google will penalize it and it will not be ranked. So let's just move on from spinning and building now, because we will come back to this when we are actually building a blog. Okay. Content spinning and building. After content and spinning and building, then comes literature check. This is also very important, guys. Grammar check. If there is grammatical mistake, then again Google is going to penalize for that. So I will just copy this content which I have paraphrased it. Here itself they have an option known as, on the left hand side, grammar check. So if I check for grammar here, if I go here and I just need to paste it here, paste my text here, and it will automatically check for grammar and it will show me what are the three errors. So I can just go here and select those, correct those errors as well. Okay. So one error is there. That's not an issue because it's showing that get premium. Some small error would be there. But still, as you can see, we have to correct all the grammatical errors as well. Okay. Yes, you can use this in mobiles as well. Yes, you can use this in mobile as well. So what was this? Someone said please or something. Yeah, content spinning and building means the same thing, right? So content, curated content, the content that you have curated, how are you going to spin and build? So first you are going to check for plagiarism, and then you are going to come here and paraphrase it. Then again you will check that for plagiarism, and then you will check for grammatical mistakes. So then you will do literature check. Okay. So once you finish with literature check, okay, so if you are not understanding of your join now or anything like that, bigger text also, yes, any kinds of text you can use. Okay, literature check, and at last content flow analysis. So once you build anything, same website and same content but different domain. Yes, it will be plagiarized. If you do, it will be known as content duplication. So if you have same content in different websites, then you are actually confusing Google which one to actually rank. Okay, so that is known as content duplication. Don't do that. Okay, so that's not a healthy practice. Okay, then at the end you will do content flow analysis, wherein you will see whether my title, whatever I added is value, is adding any kind of value to my customer, and whether the content that I've created, has emotion and that particular trust factor in that content. Okay, great. So what we'll do now is, okay, so we will just take a quick 10 minutes break. So you people also relax. It's been more than an hour since we have been discussing. So we'll just take a 10-12 minutes break. So once we come back, we'll understand when we are writing a blog, what are the things that we have to keep in our mind. And then using this process of content curation and this one, whatever we have curated, we will set up our proper blog as well. Okay. So we will just take a quick 10-12 minutes break, and when we come back, we will do that. Okay, great. Okay, guys, we'll just start in a minute. Okay, you can join me. Okay, guys, we're gonna start. Right, great. So we studied the portions that are there, different process in content creation. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll study the structure of the block, right? So once the structure of the block is done, then we will properly create the flow of the content, how the flow of the content should be actually. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, right? So this was the portion of the content building. Next one is the structure. Let's properly study the structure. Okay, this presentation you will get, but if you want to write it down in your own understanding, you can write it down as well. So when you're writing a blog, remember these things. Okay, if you don't follow these process, your blog is not going to rank. Okay, your blog, your content is not going to rank. So let's follow the structure. Okay, so just 1 second. Okay, structure of the blog. First one is you write unique and fresh content. As I told you, okay, Google will ask for content which is at the least, I'm not saying at the most, I'm saying at the least 80% unique. Okay, 80% unique. At least it should be 80% unique, right? Unique and fresh content. Now, next one in that, do not copy as it is, right? So whatever the content that you have curated, right, from other content, so do not copy and paste it as it is. Check, always check for plagiarism, and it should be minimum 80% unique. Okay, this is the first point of the structure of the blog. Second point is the word count. How many words are going to use? And this structure, and it's not just what I have created. No, the blogs that we are seeing, okay, this blog that we just saw, which is ranking number 2. Okay, this blog is ranking number 2. For example, as you can see in Google, for this particular health tips, for this particular keyword, this particular blog is ranking number 2. Okay, so if we look at the structure of this one, okay, so we will see whatever we are studying now. Okay, so let's see that word count, and word count also minimum 1,000 words. Yes, minimum 800 to 1,000 words is what you have to use in a blog, and maximum of 2,500 words. See, Google never comes out and tells that there is a maximum word count limit. Okay, it never comes out and it tells that there is a maximum word count limit, but it is all about user experience. Okay, it is all about user experience. If the word count increases, if the word count is more than 2,500, okay, if the word count, then the user becomes very bored with it. Okay, user becomes very bored with it, right? So that is, it should be short and interesting. Yes, short, not too short as well, right? So because if you make it too short, you will not be able to provide all the information that a user is looking for. But if you make it too long, then again, you might make it too boring for people. So what you should do is, whenever you're writing a blog, make sure that you keep the word count between 1,000 and let's say 1500. This is the best. Okay, if you go 1700, 800, 2000, not a problem. Don't make it too large as well, right? So you're not writing a book here, right? So you are just writing a blog and you're sharing interesting informations there. Okay, so this is again one thing. Some might people might feel that these are, I mean, silly things, but these are not silly things, right? So these are the things that actually works for people. These are the things which actually work for people. And if you go and like do a word count on this blog, it will be anywhere between that itself, whatever we have discussed. Okay, this is 27 points. It might be a little bit on the higher side, like 1800 to 2000 words. But a lot of the blogs, as you can see, top nine here, a lot of the blogs on the internet are between those 1,200 words. Okay, so this is the second point, that is the word count. And the next one is language is. Always remember, you are not writing a novel here, okay, where you want to impress great authors. No, or great individuals or great readers. No, you are writing a simple blog. Your blog, a complex reader, a complex author should be able to read and understand. And also an individual somewhere in the small town who just knows how to read and understand English, he should also be able to understand your blog, right? More and more, see, that is different. In videos it is different, right? So for videos it is completely different. You have completely different kind of market. But for blogs and for readers, there is complete different type of market. Okay, whenever you are searching for something, searching for some information in text, that is in form of blogs, right? When you're searching for information like that, then people, there are a lot of people who like to read and get more and more information. So that's why blogs works a lot. And videos also work. Yes, the life time span, people, it is decreasing nowadays. But still, again, for blogs, these are the structure that you have to find. If you are writing for something about service providing, then how much words? Again, use the same structure. No matter for what you are writing, Nisha, make sure that for the same, you follow the same structure. Here also, languages, as I said, a complex reader as well as a simple reader, right? Both of them should be able to understand. Use simple English. Don't use complicated words. Try to avoid passive voice. Use active voice. So, what is a passive voice and active voice, guys? Can someone give me an example? Active voice and passive voice. What is the active voice and passive voice? Okay, right, great. So first person to third person, right? So exactly. So a lot of people use this as well. But whenever you're writing about blog, there is certain percentage of passive voice that you can use, not more than that. Around 10 to 15% you can use passive voice, not more than that, right? So just for example, active and passive voice example. So again, as I said, the example about the movie, a movie, I am going to watch a movie is active voice, and passive voice is would be something like a movie is going to be watched by me tonight. Okay, so this is active and passive voice. As much as you can use active voice. Now again, coming to important parts of the structure, write small sentences. Okay, so what exactly is a sentence? A sentence is nothing but a group of words. Okay, so when you form a group of words right from the start till the full stop, that is sentence. So write small sentences, that is about 10 to 12 to 15 words. Maybe sometimes you can use 18, 20 words in some sentences, but try to avoid writing big sentences. Okay, try to avoid using writing big sentences. So if you see this ranking block, okay, the block that is done, as you can see the sentences that they have used, okay, the sentences that they have used, even in the paragraphs, uh, even in the paragraphs, as you can see, even in different paragraphs, the sentences they have used. If you just go and see, as you can see in this paragraph, the sentence, this is a sentence. Again, this is a sentence. So these things matter. You are seeing the blog which is actually ranking and not just showing any random blogs. Okay. Here again, as you can see, the sentences that have been used, short sentences, as you can see, 10, 12, 15 words, 16 to 18 words at the max. So you have to make sure whenever you're writing a blog, the sentences has to be 10, 12, 15 words max in a sentence. So what is a sentence? It's a group of words starting from till full stop, right? So till you write the full stop from first word till the full stop, that forms a complete sentence, right? So now again, content decoration, the same thing comes here. Divide the content into several paragraphs. Okay, as you can see in these blogs, what they have done is they have divided the sentences divided the blog into several paragraphs. Okay, so a lot of people when they write, they write one big paragraph there. No, do not do that. And what should how many sentences or words should a should a paragraph have? 70 to 80 words in a paragraph. As you can see, what I said, what a sentence means. Sentence is nothing but a group of words. And what is a paragraph? Paragraph is nothing but group of sentences. Okay. As you can see here, there are many sentences in this paragraph. Okay. Around 2 to 3 sentences are there in this paragraph. So group of sentences will form a paragraph. And in a paragraph, you have to make sure that you do not use, okay, that you do not use more than 70, 80 words. So what does that mean? Let's say in a sentence you have 15 words. Okay, in a sentence 15 words, then in a paragraph you should not have more than 5 sentences. That is 15 into 5, that is 75 words. Okay, so remember this. Or you, in simple words, you can remember, if you want to remember it in a much simpler way, do not use more than 70, 80 words in a paragraph. If you use 40, 50 words as these ranking blogs have used, that's also good. They have used this 40, 50 words in a paragraph, just 2 or 3 sentences in a paragraph. That is also good, and that also works really well. Okay, so these things are very important when you're writing a blog. This will make or break your blog, right? Use bullet points. Again, very important point, guys. When bullet points are rated very much higher by the search engines. Okay, so always use bullet points because it makes according to search engines. As you can see, these are bullet points in this blog. Okay, whenever you can, okay, whenever you get an opportunity, make sure you use bullet points. Okay, whenever you get an opportunity, make sure you use bullet points. Again, here again bullet points are used. So everything bullet points are used here. Again, here as well, wherever this individual can, he has used bullet points as well. So wherever the opportunity is, not that it also doesn't mean that everywhere you use bullet points. No, wherever the opportunity is there, wherever it is needed, then make sure that you use bullet points, right? So that is also one thing that you have to remember. Okay, use bullet points. First paragraph should start with H1. This is very important again. H1 means your heading, your keyword. Here your keyword is health and nutrition. As you can see, always your first paragraph, the first line of the first paragraph should have your main keyword there, your main heading. That is health and nutrition. This is very important for a blog as well, as and from a SEO point of view as well. This is very important. Your first line, your first paragraph should always have your main heading. That is the main keyword, health and nutrition. It should always have that. Okay, great. Now, content decoration, again, a few more. Correct language. Again, this language also Google. See, Google does not exactly understand all the language, right? So it's a kind of code algorithm they've built, right? So, but it understands that these kind of some things that we do, it is going to be a very bad user experience. So when it is a bad user experience, Google is going to penalize us. So if we don't use correct language, okay, then our users are going to be like going to exit our page a lot. right? So a lot of people will come to our website, but they're not going to stay there for a long time. So when that happens, okay, so basically when that happens, that is when Google is going to penalize us. Google is going to understand that people are not having a good experience on our website. So that's why using correct language and everything is very important, right? Correct grammar, as I just showed you, always check for grammar as well, right? So avoid spelling errors. So that's again one more thing you need to avoid, completely avoid spelling errors. You are not in kindergarten anymore, so make sure you use correct spellings, and no unnecessary punctuations. Okay, full stop, comma, like hyphen, wherever you're using, don't use it unnecessarily. Use it only where it's needed. Okay, so no unnecessary punctuations, no color fonts and excessive capitalization. Yes, as you can see here, everyone writes the blog in black, but here, as you can see, a few links are in blue here, right? So this is we can see this in blue because it's a link, but for Google it's black itself. It's not a different font that a person has used. He has just linked this particular word. So for Google it is black itself. But if you write this in a different font color and put a different font color, then Google will see this as a different font color itself. So what Google says is, for people to read, okay, for people to read, black is the best font. Okay, use that and do not use not needed at all. Okay, just to make it attractive, you feel that I will use colorful fonts to write my blog. It is not going to work. People will not have, especially avid readers, they are not going to have good experience with it. Okay, so this is again one thing that you need to remember. Okay, great. Now the next last point here is, okay, so these are the five structure points that you need to remember when you are writing a blog, right? So now let's go to the content flow. How we are going to create our blog. First is going to be our introduction. Okay, so here my introduction. This is top 5 health tips uh, for beginners. Okay, for beginners, whoever is starting out on mostly used while writing a content, again Times New Roman, right? So Times New Roman is the font which is used commonly, but again Calibri is there, other good fonts are there, you can use that as well, but Times New Roman is the best font to use. Okay, great. So top 5 health tips for beginners. So here my content flow, as you can see, this is my content flow. Introduction, here again value. I have added value here. As you can see, top 5 health benefits for beginners, right? So this is the value and this is the description. Again, I need to add value here as well, but I'm not written it. Now, obviously, we don't have time because it will take at least a day or two for us to write a blog from start to scratch without taking any content from anywhere. So if you want to write on our own, again, it will take a lot of time as well. So you need to think about that as well. But there is nothing like an original content. Okay, if you can sit with your thoughts, if you can write a blog, there is nothing better than that. But if you're unable to do that, again, a lot of AI tools and everything is there, which will help you create different blogs, right? So top 5 health tips for beginners. So I copied this, I paraphrased it, for example. So as you can see here, I paraphrased this as well. So I got this particular content. So I'll just, okay. So this content. So I'm going to start my blog by putting this content. Okay. So I will remove this content here. Okay. Right, so I will just change the font of these. Okay. So this would be my introduction here. Now again, I will go to other points as well and try to get it done through paraphrasing. First, I will check, see the process again, guys. I will go to first small SEO tools here. I will check for plagiarism. Okay, first do this always check for plagiarism here. So check for plagiarism. Here again, I will change this wording as well, wherein they have said limit sugary drinks. Here I am going to point to this one now. Drink less sugary drinks. Okay, or consume less, or let's consume less sugary drinks. Right. So here again, uh, plagiarism again, as you can see, huge plagiarism is there in this. As you can see, unique 75% is showing as of now. So still again, it's not totally unique. I can just go here and just paraphrase it. So I can paraphrase this sentence again. I can just type in paraphrase. Right? So the same process, right? So I can go and just do this. Again, I can go and uh, check for plagiarism for this as well, whichever I have paraphrased. Yes. Okay. Great. So I will go to plagiarism checker here again. Here in the tool, I will paste whatever has been paraphrased. Okay. So again, sometimes, I mean, you will get stuck somewhere. Again, this also will surely plagiarize, because maybe someone else has already taken this and paraphrased it and he has created a blog. And that's why maybe the paraphrase sentence also might come in as plagiarized. Okay. Paraphrase sentence might also come as plagiarized. So that will also happen sometimes. So don't be disappointed. Then go to the next point, other point which you have selected, and try to do with that as well. Okay. So again, don't just copy this. Okay, try to read it. Okay, read it properly. If any particular point or this is there, any particular words you want to change. Obviously, we cannot completely go through each and everything because we don't have so much of time. On the outside process, we can just have a look at it and see that just whenever you get time, whenever you're doing this, cautiously read through each and everything here. And if any changes are needs to be made, then please make sure that you make those changes as well. Here also again, as you can see, it is showing the same 25-75% unique. And then again, you have to delete a few points from here and add and rephrase it, and again use these tools to the best of your ability. Okay. So once this is done, again, I will take this point. Once this process is done, I will take this point. I will just delete this, which I don't need now. Okay, so I will take this, I will copy this. Okay, so whatever this copy, great. Now I will go to another point, the next point, the same process I'm going to follow for that as well, right? So you also do that. If you're doing it now, please do it along with me as well. Okay, just a few more points we will do, then we will form the proper content. Okay. Great. So plagiarism, paste, just check for it. So I'm just repeating this for people like who really needs to understand this, right? So who have not understood this completely till now, just have a look at this process again and again. I'm repeating 2-3 times so that this will be there in your mind for the longer period of time. Okay. So as you can see, this is showing as 100% plagiarized. Okay, this point. So I'll just take this point. I will go to paraphrase, just refresh this. paste this here. Paraphrase. Again, I'm stressing on the point. If you can write the blog on your own, there is nothing better than that. Okay, there is nothing better than that. This is one of the ways you can create content as well. But if you can write it on your own, then that's the best blog that is going to be, right? So I'm just going to copy this and just again check for plagiarism here. So obviously, if you want to learn how to write a blog on your own, then probably you have to take classes, writing classes, other kind of classes, which are outside the digital marketing mean, where you can actually learn to write stories and other stuff. So then again, you can get that point as well. Mobile and I checked review, so it is showing. Is it 100% plagiarized or 100% unique? When you check, is it showing 100% unique, Syed, or plagiarized? Unique. Yes, exactly. When you write on your own, obviously, a lot of times, majority of the time, it is going to show unique because you would have used your own words and you would have, phrased it yourself, right? So that's why write your own if you want. Otherwise, many a times, what happens, you're under pressure, you are company asks you to write a lot of blogs in the same time, but when you are using your own creativity to write the blogs, it will actually take a lot of time, right? So that is when you can use these tools to actually I've paraphrased this one, so I will just check for this one. So you can use these tools to create multiple contents at the same time, right? Or just you want to use a social media heading, social media tag, or just you want to write something on Twitter. So their content you would want to paraphrase it and you will use it. So you can use that as well. So where is it? Yeah. Where is that? Check for plagiarism. Yes, yes. Quillbot. It's not Quitball. It's Quillbot. Quillbot. Okay, so I've not written it here. Okay, so I will write it here. Quillbot. 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 Yes, exactly. Exactly. Plagiarism uniqueness percentage. I told you, right? Your it should be at least 80% unique. It should be at least 80% unique. Okay. So we will come to in the next 5 minutes, we'll come to question and answer. Yes, as you can see here, it was showing 100% plagiarized before I paraphrased it. Now it is showing 100% unique. This particular sentence. Okay. So I will take this one. Right. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my Word doc, delete this, and I will paste it here. Okay, let's not have this. So this is enough for today. Right. So here, as you can see, I have created my content here. Right. So now, where to post the blog? Yes, I mean, when we come to website development next, I will show you where the blog and everything you can do. Okay. Yes, how to upload in Google? No, you cannot upload in Google. You have to have a website. So you have to upload it in your website and you have to do SEO. So when people searches, they will get to know your this thing, right? Plagiarism, which is the best? You can use again. Quillbot also has its own plagiarism marker here, as you can see. Plagiarism checker. You can use Quillbot plagiarism as well, or you can use small SEO tool plagiarism, or you can just go online here and just type in plagiarism checker, and you will find thousands of tools. Okay, so you will find thousands of tools here, and whichever you feel that. Yes, I will tell you how to create a website as well. Yeah. How do you check for what title should be there? Title should be your research itself. So when we come to keyword research, you will understand what title should be used. Again, as I said, as you get deeper and deeper into digital marketing, a lot of things you will learn as well. Okay. So PowerPoint here, introduction, value. I've added the introduction. Next one is my description, emotion and trust. Here, whatever I write, I make sure that I write it in a way wherein I'm engaging my customer. So how do I come to a conclusion? I will read it myself. When I read it myself, I will get to know whether it is engaging to me, whether it is engaging to my users or no. Okay. Any consideration for the content which we had written? What consideration? Okay, content curation and content writing are the same thing. Writing is writing on your own. Curation is curating the content. Okay, done. So now once your description and trust is done, okay, wherein emotion and trust is done, then we will come to your conclusion. So at the end, you will always conclude. Okay, so whatever you are writing, you will always conclude. Okay, yes. Adding value. Title should be something which will make people click on that particular thing. Okay, it should make them click, right? So that is the title. Great. So now again, in the end, we will add a conclusion here saying that, I mean, whatever the health benefits and everything. So let's say a conclusion, like, in short, doing, for example, I'm just writing it, whatever comes to my head as of now. In short, if we, exercise, uh, we exercise regularly and eat healthy foods, healthy diet, then we can then we can expect to be uh, fit and to be fit. For example, okay, I've just written a sentence here, whatever comes to my mind right now, right? So a conclusion, we add a conclusion at the end of the blog. Okay, strike if the content is similar to other bloggers. No, copyright in the sense you won't rank itself. Okay, copyright, yes, if you're using copying the content, there is a possibility that again that individual might say that you are copying their content and they might yes, Vishwajit, you want to ask something? Vishwajit, hey Mayur, you have written down here. Okay. So copyright again, they might get in contact with you and say that take down that content, you have copied the content. So it will be very difficult to find the content which people have copied. But if it's plagiarized, Google won't rank. So people won't be able to find your content at all. Yeah. The active and passive voice again, probably to understand it better, we would have to revisit school. So active voice is like, I'll give you an example. Active is something where I say that I am going to watch a movie tonight. That is active, right? So me in the first person, I'm speaking that. And passive is something when I say a movie is going to be watched by me tonight. Okay. So that's active, difference between active and passive voice. Great. You cannot. If it's online, then you cannot secure it. I'm sorry. Yeah. If it's online, no, it is tend to be copied. Great. Okay. So conclusion. After the conclusion, the final part in your blog is call to action. You always need to have a call to action. So call to action can be anything. If you like our writing, then please subscribe. Something like this. Please subscribe, and you will have a subscribe button here. Something like that you will have in your website, or you you will also say like our written doc related to content making writing. I'll give you this presentation. This presentation itself you can use. Presentation will be there in the this one, so you can just have a look at the presentation as well. Okay, like and share our social media platforms. Something like this in your blog platforms, right? So you should always have, okay, so you should always have a call to action in the end. Okay, so this should be the content flow. Introduction, the value, the first line, first introduction, and the first paragraph that you add there, it should always add value there. Then your description, emotion and trust, which will make them stay in the blog for a longer period of time. Then you should have a conclusion wherein you'll get to know the important points which you actually described there. And at the end, you should have a call to action. Okay. So this presentation again will be shared with you. Okay. So what we will do is we will complete graphic designing and video marketing tomorrow. Okay. Video creation and graphic designing tomorrow. So once we complete tomorrow, this whole presentation will be shared with you because it is part of the whole presentation, whole content marketing as one. So once we completely conclude with content marketing, that is, we're going to do see good vocabulary. If you're writing about reviewing novels, good vocabulary in the sense, not like a novel. Vocabulary in a novel is completely different than vocabulary here. Maybe some words here and there you can use just to sound a little bit smart, but you have to make sure that it is not exactly like novel. It has to be readable to even an average individual. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of a blog. Okay, great. Maybe a few words again we can use, but not too much, wherein it becomes like a novel itself, which will be very complicated. No, terminologies, again, there are terminologies we will learn in Google Ads. Terminologies, I thought that in Google Ads, it will explain better. It will relate better to Google Ads. So I have transferred that particular part of learning to Google Ads. So terminologies we will learn in Google Ads once we get to Google Ads. Content and blogging. Vlogging itself is a content, right? Vlogging is also content. That is video content, right? Right. So attendance link. Can someone share the attendance link? People are asking for attendance link. Call to action. Call to action is somewhere something where you are asking people to take a certain action. Okay, certain action wherein I have said, if you like your writing, please subscribe to this. Please take this action. Like and share our social media platforms, right? So call to action is something. Create website. So tomorrow we are going to do content marketing. So graphic designing and video creation. And right after that, we're going to start with the website development as well. Okay. How can you play in blogging? Again, I have told you, in blogging through Google AdSense, you can make money. Through affiliate marketing, you can make money. So once you are a blogger, again, through a lot of means, you can make money. So we'll learn affiliate marketing and Google AdSense as well. So you'll get to know if you write good content and if you have a website, you can make money as well. Not understanding this. The pattern of block is also valid for research. Yes, yes. Research paper also, if you're writing pattern, the structure of the blog, the structure also you can follow this structure. Laiba. This is a good structure. Yes, in blog we can add images and videos too. When we are doing website development, we will also see that. Okay. Yes, feedback can also be call to action. Yes. Feedback can also be a call to action. So any questions, please ask guys before we conclude today. Feedback is also a call to action. Yes. Again, coming back to this, before we get any questions, this is the content source. So when you are writing a blog, make sure specific way I can write a blog. Specific websites. Yes, there are a lot of guest blogging websites. So in our SEO off-page optimization part, we will see those guest blogging websites. You can actually go there and write for them, but you also need to have a website where you will be sharing that link as well, right? So otherwise, it will be completely waste of time. Yeah. There are other blogs as well online you can use, wherein people are looking for bloggers. They'll pay you X amount of money if you want to write for them. Again, you have to interview and do other stuff for them, so you can do that. Minimum budget, you just need to have a website, and the minimum budget to have a website is 2000 rupees. That's it, 1500, 2000. So when we come to website development, we will have a look at that as well. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? So again, content flow is this: introduction, description, conclusion, call to action. So when you're writing your blog, make sure you have this proper content flow in your blog. Okay, great. So any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Conclusion means, in short, in brief, you are going to conclude whatever you have written till then, right? Just in a few sentences, like, you are going to do that. Yes. Thank you so much, Sakina. I also appreciate you, joining and trying to learn here. That is, I appreciate that a lot. Yes. 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 Thank you so much. Yeah. Describe, that is emotions plus trust. Yes. In your description, you need to add emotion and trust so that people will be, engaged with your content. Yes, it is necessary. If you add it, that's much better. If you don't add it, that's fine. But if you add it, it's much better. No, website will come after we finish graphic designing and video content as well. So you need to understand what tools we can use to actually create good graphic designs. So keyword for this content, again, I told you health tips would be our main keyword for this. Yeah, call to action, again, when you are asking people to take some action after reading your blog, that is call to action. Okay. Okay, great. Website development is better or coding, or there is again the correlation between coding, website, and everything, right? So website development again is a part of coding itself, right? So you can develop website by coding, or you can develop website by different softwares available to us like WordPress. So yeah, so there is nothing like which is better. It is all interconnected. So if you learn all the things, then good for you. Okay, great, great. Books for reference, I mean, not any. So just go online and research. There are so many content online, so you will learn most of the things online itself. Just go and research. You will get a lot of information, whatever you need. Yeah. Great, great. Okay, great. So thank you so much, guys. Again, this presentation will be shared with you day after, because tomorrow again graphic designing videos we will do that. So this presentation will be shared day after completely once these two sessions of content marketing is done. Okay, great. So thank you so much, guys. And I will see you back tomorrow. Okay. Great. Good night. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
So guys, I just want to inform you that the recorded videos and materials uploaded in the LMS, you can use for your reference.
Amar, shall I end the session?
Just post attendance once again, then you can wind up.
Okay.
Sarpraj Sheikh, query, where sir? The recorded sessions are available on the LMS only. Guys, if you have any question regarding to the LMS now, then please post mail on edl@excelr.com. No, there is no any WhatsApp group. Aisha, you can mail on edl@excelr.com for any query. You will be reverted there. Yes. Yeah, Ahmad, if you want to check the material and refer the videos, then you need to visit the LMS on a daily basis. Mohodrian, not now. You will get a mail from ExcelR, Mohammed. Okay, guys, I hope everything is clear. Okay, so bye. We'll meet on same time on tomorrow. Tirunad, you can wind up the session.
Okay, Amma.
Yeah.